Hello, my name is Jay Honig. I'm a director at East West, and I'm here with my colleague, Vicky Zhao, who is also a director of China. And we're here today to talk to you about the specific topic of plant closures and why it's really important that you plan ahead of time to make sure that you have a successful closure. So with that, let me ask Vicky to go ahead and get into a little bit more detail on these three items.
Yeah, those three items. The first item, it requires you to develop written and comprehensive closure plan on who, what, when, how, and where the closure announcement will be made. Seek alignment from headquarters, local management, HR, financial, operations, security, legal, etc. Item two, you need to define what the employee reaction may be given demographics, labor history. Provide management and asset security as deemed necessary. Item three, basically labor laws requires N+1 severance package, but actual local practice might be more. Local precedence is should be a minimum.
All right, let me give a couple examples. I'll give one first, and then I'll ask Vicky to give one. We were called in very late in the process with a fairly large U.S. multinational that was going to really announce a closure in the next 3 days. We did our best to try to convince them that they really didn't have a plan in place to effectively do that. There was no planning. They had not decided on what their severance pay was going to be. They were going to have a town hall meeting in their facility. They really had not planned on who was going to make the closure announcement and what they were going to say. So a U.S. expat flew up from Singapore, and they had the announcement. A riot broke out, and they actually closed the doors in the factory and held all the management hostage, at which point the plant manager actually quit on site. The only thing that we were able to do was to gather a team to secure those individuals and get them out with an exit strategy. So it was a very, very tense situation. Now, I think Vicky's going to talk about an issue that evolves around the risk associated with compliance, HR compliance.
Our client has 200,000 square feet factory in China to produce sub-assemblies and parts and then ship to North America. The factory has over 300 employees and run 3 shifts on production lines. After we conduct the HR audit, we found it was not compliant in calculating overtime pay and social benefit. This was the key factor to be considered when executive team determining how to pay severance package in the purpose of no labor dispute raising on closure day. In risk assessment, they have some high-tech equipment that wanted to transit to another factory in Asia, that those equipment were under potential sabotage. There was no security guard arranged. And there was a rumor about closure dispersing among people. So it was wise to make strategy before employees get irritated and out of control.
Thank you, Vicky. So just to reiterate key issues. Number one, make sure that you have a plan in place. You form a confidential team and you research the labor history, the demographic, understand the demographics of your employees, and that you are or not pliant with previous labor laws. So you can assess what the risks might be. And lastly, make sure that you understand what the prevailing the severance packages are in your local development zone or industrial zone. So that concludes our short video. Thank you for watching. And if we can be of any further assistance, please contact us. Thank you very much.